All right, so I finally have something exciting to show you. It's not completely done yet, and I am still totally stopped up, but look what happened today. It looks huge. It's actually eclipse day, and I had everybody here, but actually it only took 2 of us. We got it done. We got the plastic on it, which really wasn't the hard part. The ends I'm gonna have to redo, I think. You got a little slack in there, but I mean, that thing looks huge. So now I'm actually tying the cross pieces over, and so I got them all tied over on this side, and then so I'm gonna attach them to here and hopefully toss them over and then walk around and tie it. So it's gonna take a little bit, but I think it's gonna work out. I was in there for just like a few minutes a while ago tying some stuff off, and it was super hot, and it wasn't even this hot outside. Got out here and it felt like air conditioning. So it's definitely going to hold the heat in the winter and in the cold months, I think, pretty good. You can see the wind's kind of blowing. The wind is not bad today, but it has picked up a little bit. So I do need to get this done. But I will show you what the cross pieces look like. I actually have one section done down here, and then I decided to go ahead. I'm gonna have to speed this up. I don't remember the wind blowing. I mean, it's not blowing that much, but it is blowing a little bit. So let me show you these cross pieces and what they're gonna look like. All right, so this is what the cross pieces look like, and they're gonna actually hold that down, and I'll be able to raise these sides up and it will hold it open, hopefully. Otherwise, that's what these little clips right there are for. But I gotta get this done because actually the wind is picking up a little bit more than what I was expecting. So we'll see how long this takes me, and I'll show you the finished product. All right, so that worked actually pretty well. So I have 2 tied to each one of these, so I'm gonna go ahead and toss this over, and then I can do 2 at a time because I'm having to walk back and forth. So that way I can do 2 and not walk back and forth on every single one. All right, my peonies are all up. Thank goodness they all lived. Okay, so finally figured out to work smarter, not harder. I just don't want to toss something over that's going to puncture the plastic. So as long as I toss these really softly, they work like a charm. So I'm just going to go down through here and toss them over, kind of fix the string on this side so I know which one to use. And I think that's going to work much better than walking back and forth, because I still have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 to do. So that's going to be much quicker. So here's what I'm doing. I'm just putting it on that, and I'm literally just tossing it easily over on the other side. And hopefully, okay, that one didn't go. Toss it a little bit harder than that. Okay, that one went. All right, then I can just fix this how I want it, and I'll put one on each side and kind of pull it so I know. All right, got it done. We watched the eclipse. I did get this done right before, so I got all of the cross pieces on. I did have to end up coming back and forth, sending 1 over at a time because 2 were getting tangled up. So, but it still was easier than what I was doing to start with. So next up is I'm going to raise the sides up a little bit and see how that works, and I'll show you that whenever I get that done. Because it's super hot in there, and I actually have some stuff in there that I left and I need it out. So I'm going to try to raise these sides up a little bit and see how that works, because you're supposed to be able to do that. Supposed to be able to just pick these up. These sides are actually kind of heavy though, because I had a lot, and that's what these are for. So we're going to see if that works. I had a lot of extra plastic on this one side. I think the plastic is actually 25 feet wide, and that is why. So, and I have to get more clips. I thought I had enough, but, and these, some of these are loose, and I need to get these hammered back into the ground a little bit more. All right, that's what it looks like with the sides up, partially. So you can see it'll let air flow. I could raise the other side up a little bit more. And I'm pretty excited to have this done. And now, probably should have had all the inside done before, we put the plastic on, but that's okay. You know, I didn't even think to show you the inside and just how big it looks now that it's finished. Let me go back down here to the very end and I'm going to show you what it looks like. It looks huge. Why does it look huge? Of course, it is 75 feet long and it's about 12 feet wide. So, yeah, it's a lot of growing space. Each one of these pipes is 10 feet and then they're connected here in the middle. They say to try to get 20 feet, but I could not find those, so that's what happened. So that's what we did. I got, I think this is bigger rebar that they fit over. There's rebar here that I have to redo, make sure that they're in there really good. I bought baling twine and bought these clips, and I'm just really excited that this is finally going to work. So this is like, I don't know, 2.5, 3 years in the making, so it's finally done. I'm so excited. Actually about to hit our last frost date, so it's not really going to be used for that, but I can use it later this year and in winter, so I'm pretty excited. And I'm going to get my weed eater out of here and weed eat around some of my fruit and stuff here in the orchard and call it a day. So hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out my other one where I show you the other part of getting it ready and how long it sat unfinished. And be sure to like and subscribe, and don't forget to be lovely lights today.